What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be reviewing the top visually appealing mods for Xbox. You can also get these on PC, but I figured I would show the Xbox people a little love for the mod scene, so let's get to it. Coming in at number 5, we have the Arabesh Star Wars Conversion. So what this mod does, it's just subtle changes in the game that gives you a little bit of a Star Wars taste. So as you can see here, here's some of the photos. Like they were saying, it is just subtle posters and little assets in the game that give it kind of like a Star Wars, almost like an Andor type feel to the game. So let's get into it and see what this is all about. So here we are in New Atlantis. Like I said, just subtle changes. You know, there's Darth Vader. They changed the text. So the text is changed to that Star Wars language. Here's another sign over here. And the pictures themselves, at least in New Atlantis, from what I can tell, didn't change. Just the text, and then there's some subtleties throughout the city, like that Darth Vader thing, and then also in the commercial district here. Here's some stormtrooper posters on the side of your building here. So here's an Aquila. You've got your Empire flags. It's a nice touch. Add some of the signage is a little different, as you can see, like the shop there has a different text. I don't think that one changed. And there's some posters throughout the city here. So let's see, look, there's Darth Maul. Some blasters. Death Star. Some of these are sideways. I don't know why some of them are sideways. That doesn't make sense. I don't know if that was intentional or not. See what else we can find. There you go. There's your band from New Hope. So anyway, like I said, just little subtleties. Whoa. Is that the guy from Andor? Has this always been here? No, they had to have added this, right? Sarah, what do you think of this mural? And then here we are in Neon.
So I expect you to be on your best behavior.
Neon's got some kind of cool stuff, like this right here. That's straight out of Star Wars. If you guys are familiar with the movies. I believe that's Star Wars as well. I don't know if that was there before. The fish eating a smaller fish, and then the bigger fish eating that fish. That's out of Star Wars Episode 1 for sure. But I'm not sure if that was already there before. So here's one of your moving posters in Neon. These all changed to be Star Wars related. Like that's definitely Star Wars. Some of these I'm not so sure. I don't know. I think they need to redo a few of them. But most of them have a pretty cool touch. I will say that. And then here's your last big screen. I like that one. Some of these, like I said, are a little strange. I like the gun blaster one. That looks cool. There you go. And of course, there's Darth Maul. It's pretty cool too. All right, coming in at number 4, we've got our color filter removal. So these are some of the before and afters. So in Starfield, there's kind of like this filter that goes over everything. And I don't know if it necessarily bothers me, but I do think it looks better without the filter on. And I'll show you guys what I mean here. So here we are in New Atlantis. So you can see that the blacks are kind of like a deeper tone. They don't have that filter going over it, like the sky and everything. The city itself to me, looks a lot more clear. So here's kind of your buildings here. Like I said, subtle, but I do think it makes the game look a little better without that kind of fogged filter over everything. So coming in at number 3, this is the denser vegetation mod. So what this mod is going to do, as you can imagine, is going to add some additional vegetation in the game. So it's not going to add vegetation to planets that are barren, like desert wastelands or ones that where it doesn't make sense. It's just going to add the denser vegetations to planets and biomes that are already have some vegetations throughout. So here we are. This is actually on Jemison. And you can see that there's a lot more plants throughout. Like even just the subtle ones on the ground here. Step away from the spaceship. Got him. I've been having a lot of fun with this stun gun. Just charging it up and just people just pass out. Or creatures. Yeah, I got a little sidetracked. Sarah, it's okay. Settle down. They're just crocodile dinosaurs. Alright, so we're in a little bit of a hostile area, but should be able to still show you guys what I mean here. So here's some of the floral that was added to the game. So this mod just really just adds some additional immersion to different planets and biomes. And I think it looks great, to be honest. Adds a little more vegetation and plant life to give it a little more of that realistic feeling to it. It also added some, looks like some unique plants. I don't know if some of these were here before, but I was finding some interesting looking vegetation throughout as I roamed through this area. Coming in number 2, we've got Earth Restored. So what this does is instead of Earth just being one giant desert biome of nothingness, it changes Earth to actually have like kind of trees and vegetation. There's still no humans or anything on it. It's still been fully wiped out, but it just adds essentially more vegetation and trees and makes the planet a little more lively. Also adds some different creatures and whatnot, you know, grass, different trees, and adds some oceans as well. So here's some of the photos. All right, here we are on Earth Reborn. So yeah, like I said, it kind of just makes the planet look nicer instead of just like boring desert of nothing. Like, I'm sure there's some kind of, I don't know what the lore is, I'm sure there's some kind of fallout or something, but I don't understand how the whole planet just like dried up. Doesn't really make sense, right? Let's see what we got going on over here. What in the hell is that thing? I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. Uh-oh, my stun gun's not working as well on these. Sarah, get them! These are like spiders that burrow in the ground. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. These things are creepy. Sarah, let's go! Back to the ship! Abort! Sarah, run! We lost Sarah. We're gonna have to leave her here. Vasco! Start the ship! We gotta go! Oh my god, they found us. They got Vasco. Sarah's nowhere to be found. Yeah, these things are aggressive, man. Also, I noticed it said lookup failed, so it couldn't identify what it was. I think they added those to Earth, but I'm not exactly sure what creatures those were. So here's another area of Earth. We got out of there. We got out of there. Sarah made it, or she just spawned here with me. So yeah, I was trying to find water, and I couldn't seem to find the ocean. I went to the edge of where I thought each ocean would be, because it still kind of shows you the continents, and I couldn't find it. So I don't know. I know the photo showed water, but so far I haven't been able to find it. All right, coming in at number 1, we've got the Neon Vertigo Neon Overhaul. So what this mod does is just takes some of like the aesthetics in Neon and it turns it into the original kind of cyberpunk 2077 aesthetic that was originally supposed to be what Neon was in some of like the really, really early mock-ups. And it's kind of subtle touches, but it makes Neon look so much better. And I'll show you guys here. So here's the outside. So even the outside, they added some different lighting effects to the side of it to make it kind of glow a little more. Changed the neon sign itself. It says welcome to Neon. Let's go check out the inside. So here's the inside. Added these kiosks here, and instead of having like a bulletin board, there's now like kind of like a seating area behind it. This is the kiosk with the little area behind it here. And then they added different light up signs here. So word of caution, this is going to overwrite some of the Star Wars that we were showing you guys in the first part of the video. But it's not gonna, the Star Wars stuff, you can keep both mods. It's not gonna erase it from other parts or different cities, just from Neon. And some of it still stays, but like definitely on these posters and stuff. It's all gonna change if this is the last thing in your load order. So over here, they added these like vending machines. I'm pretty sure these weren't here before. So the vending machines, and then there's your same posters that change. Gave it like a cyberpunk kind of feel to it, which I think this looks absolutely awesome. So anyway, that'll do it for this video. If you guys have any mods you'd like me to review, let me know down below in the comments, or any questions that you have. Consider subscribing to the channel, and as always, have a wonderful day.